In this episode of Project Badass 2000, we show you Pete's plumber's crack.
Do I even have one?
Nah, it's not showing too much, but we got a little bit of Calvin Klein there for the ladies.
Is this a user error problem on your part?
How was it for you, Pete?
As disgusting as you would think. I did taste some plastic fumes in there.
You've never sucked on a map sensor before? Come
No.
on, man. You haven't lived until you've sucked on a map sensor.
This is a Speed Academy first, that's for sure. We were supposed to be dyno tuning by now.
Yes. Instead, we're sucking on map
yeah, exactly.
sensors.
We're sucking on map sensors.
We're trying to
figure
charge
out
the battery.
Suck or
Suck or blow, buddy. Either way, the S2000 is winning. Chris is just over here like, fuck Hondas.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna swap the shit.
Puh.
Oh, he spit. See, he's a spitter, ladies.
Oh.
He's a spitter.
All right, well.
Let's swap. All I can do is just swap the. We know the ground's in the middle, so we'll swap the outside pins. Fuck.
All right.
Well, what happened is Pete and I wired up the GPS and the map sensor backwards, so we're having to fix our fuck up, basically. Sasha has instructed Peter to suck on it now. Pretty sure he means the map sensor. Here goes nothing.
I'm over this.
You're over it.
This isn't dyno tuning. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Yes. Negative 4 psi.
Now he's blowing.
That's 3 psi. You're really doing it.
So it works.
There you go, ladies. When Pete sucks, he makes negative 4 psi. When he blows, he only makes 3 psi. So we've answered that age-old question of,
Yeah.
does Pete suck or blow better? And the answer is he sucks better than he blows.
I think that's lose-lose though, right?
Why are you drilling 4 holes in our thermostat, Pete?
Well, because we're supposed to be tuning and we're not tuning, of course. So I've gone ahead and pulled the thermostat out because it's not opening, and right now we suspect there's an issue with the way the coolant's flowing because of the ITBs, but that really doesn't make sense because everything's kind of back to OEM in terms of routing, so we don't know, but Sasha thinks our thermostat is just not getting enough flow to it, which is causing it not to open up. So we're seeing high temperatures, and the answer is to drill holes in the thermostat, which is gonna allow some flow and should allow it to open up. So here we go. I bet a bunch of you are wondering what's the purpose of drilling holes in the thermostat. Well, firstly, it helps purge any air pockets that can be trapped behind the thermostat. And secondly, it can also increase the flow of the system, which helps keep engine temperatures down. So this is a good mod for track cars, but for daily drivers, it'll increase the time it takes to get the engine up to operating temperature, so you may want to think twice about it. Okay.
All right, Pete, give us an update. What's going on here, buddy?
All right, our now drilled and tapped thermostat's back in. We're gonna put some water in it. And what has it been? After 3 hours of finicking around,
Yeah.
we can finally start tuning the ITBs and see if this was all worth it or not, right?
Yeah, finally. Man, it's been one thing after another. We've had a battery problem. We've had a wiring problem. We've had this mystery coolant problem. It's been one thing after another, but
This is how it goes sometimes.
I think we're finally ready to party, huh?
Yeah, let's hope. Let us hope here. Both Dave and I thought tuning ITBs would be quick and easy, but as Sasha pointed out, it requires quite a bit more time and effort to really dial them in, especially at part throttle. Thankfully though, the AEM Infinity EMS proved to be up to the task.
dyno session has come to a conclusion, and
I have a headache from the fumes, but it sounds amazing, doesn't it? ITBs, they make good music.
so we're just not going to talk about numbers. We're just going to say it sounds
there's some
amazing.
numbers here. They've changed.
Ah,
The VTEC engagement point's been pushed down to what, 4,600? You said?
Yeah, before we were losing power with a lower VTEC engagement.
Yeah.
With the ITBs, I guess there's more velocity, so we can take advantage of that.
Oh, so we were actually lower before. You had to move it up.
No, we're lower now.
Oh, we're lower
with
now.
the
Okay.
ITBs.
And that helped kind of wake up the mid-range. It looks like.
Right.
So it looks like from say 5,000 to 8,000, we have picked up power, both torque and horsepower. Sort of the biggest gains are in that 6,200 area.
Right.
Not
Exactly.
huge gains, though. We're talking maybe 10 to 20 wheel in that area. And at the top, we've actually lost a little bit between 85 and 9. Or what's that?
And that's to be expected with the longer runners.
Is that right? So, I mean, it's not going to be life-changing, is it? When we go to the track, do you think we're going to be experiencing a different driving experience, or?
I think once you put a cold air feed into the throttles,
Yeah.
you'll feel that it's faster.
Okay.
Right now, with the hood closed, it probably won't be any faster.
That raises an interesting point. We're thinking of venting the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's an effective way to help the current setup, or do we need to go to an airbox?
The
like you
trouble
have?
with that is it's going to pull all the heat out of the radiator, and that heat's going to go out the hood, and that's going to be the same heat that the
So it's going to
intake
pull
sucks
hot
up.
rat air right across the
Exactly.
filter?
Yeah.
So we really need to go to an airbox setup like you have on your Z.
Right.
Which you can see on YouTube. That video has been a huge success, except for the guys who are trolling us about my world's most powerful claims. This is not the world's most powerful S2000, but
so what did it make? People are probably dying to know.
well, it peaked.
What's our peak number? People on the internet care about peak
It's about the
numbers.
same, 216,
Yep,
and the torque is up. The peak torque is up to about 158,
and it was about 148 before, I think, or
152. If we want to really.
So we're up a bit of torque, we're down a bit of horsepower, but it's area under the curve that matters, kids, and we have picked up some real area under the curve there. So we're being positive, and it sounds good, and it looks
Throttle
cool.
response, Dave.
We got throttle. Do we have? Well, we have more throttles, so that means more response. I don't know. Is that really true? I've never
Yeah,
driven a
sure.
car with ITBs. You
Yeah,
have?
the closer the throttles are to the inlet ports,
Yeah.
the more responsive it's going to be because it doesn't have to change all the vacuum or the air in the plenum before you feel the difference.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it'll be much more snappy when you drive
Snappier,
it. Yeah.
and I like snappiness, both as a driver
And in the late night evenings in front of your computer.
Good too, yeah, exactly. The internet is full of interesting things to do. Well, thank you, Sasha, for your help. I know it
Yeah,
was
once
a bit
again,
of a
an
nightmare of a day.
8-hour day that was supposed to be a what,
Yeah.
3-hour
You
day?
guys have used up most of your favorites.
We've burned our bridges with Onpoint on this one. You'll see us on the dyno next year.
No, you won't. I think we're going to come back and maybe do some, replace the exhaust system.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think we'll see any
I think it's
gains?
good. Leave it.
You don't think we'll see any gains from
He
exhaust?
just doesn't want to tune our car anymore.
But really, if we went to like long tube headers and a bigger exhaust, do you think the ITBs would give us more from exhaust side tuning?
It would be really hard for me to guess.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to do it and find out.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
But
He
that'll
just
be
did a
like
thing.
in 3 months when Sasha slows down in terms of
exactly.
his tuning
We've got other
schedule.
things to do anyway. We're going to build another car. We're going to park this one for a little while, but first we're going to go to Grid Life, make some VTEC noises, probably get our asses kicked, but we're going to have fun doing it.
And then we'll come back with an episode soon.
Something like that. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Sasha wants to get the fuck out of here.
Peace out, internet. Oh, and thank you to Toge Tuning
Yes.
for allowing us to use your shop space, because those
And all
guys.
this distilled water that you stole
Always
from
we-
the
That's
selling
right.
all over the
We
ground.
stole a fitting for our catch can setup. We stole all their distilled water for the radiator. We just come here, we use all their stuff. And if you have a Subaru that you want to go fast in,
Oh, yeah.
come see these guys. They're Subaru tuning experts. They even repair punctured tires. They do it all.
Favorite music, bro?
Yeah, DP.
Dance, Sasha, dance.
If you guys want to support what we're up to here, you can check out our Patreon page.
And if you don't, that's cool too.
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah.